Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Chalkin History with Shelly. I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer, and we are having a demo and sort of an unboxing for our shadow box. So hang out with me for a little bit and enjoy tonight's demo. I'll see you in a bit. Say hi as you guys hop on. If you'd like to be notified by text when I go live instead of missing Facebook notifications, then go ahead and comment the word text, and I'll help you get signed up for that. All right, guys, we're going to start here momentarily. Say hi as you guys hop on. Hello, hello. It's Saturday night. Saturday Night Live. At least it's not as late as Saturday Night Live, right? So I wanted to show you, I received our shadow box. That was our most recent little add on to our website, and thought I'd do a really quick project for you to see. And let's just talk about the components and then go from there. Okay, and don't mind me, I just scraped a nice layer of skin off of my knuckle. So hopefully that'll stop bleeding here. All right. Let's look at the shadow box itself. I'm going to put this aside. All right, so if you scan that QR code that you see below me, it will throw the shadow box in, the 2 refills, and then the transfer that we're going to play with real quick, and a couple other little things, some of the paste colors. If you don't like it in a jar, it might be available in a single, so I threw all of that in there. If there's something you don't want, take it out before you check out, okay? All right. So here is the shadow box. And I will get this sprinkled into, I tried to sprinkle this along with into my scrapbook friends, because this I think would be a lot of fun for scrapbookers or paper crafters as well. So I sprinkled that in to certain groups there, and I think there's a page or two I may have missed. So I'll try to go back and redo that. If you're a paper crafter, scrapbooker, and you think your fellow crafters would enjoy this too, then by all means, please share this video to that group or to that page, because this is a really nice shadow box. This, I think it just has all the bells and whistles to it. Like some shadow boxes, you can't take out, like I know Target used to have those shadow boxes, but when you take out that back, the back panel can come out so you can fill your shadow box, but you can't do anything but maybe put a layer of paper on that back panel. You can't build anything 3-dimensional, and you can't get into it. What's nice about this is it's secured by a magnet. Okay, so there's your magnet, and you got a magnet on this side. right? So it kind of opens sideways, so it could opens like that. Opens like a book. Okay, or I guess if you wanted it to open upward, you could do that. This has a protective film on it, so that's why it's opaque like that. Excuse me. I am trying to make this stop bleeding, you guys. I was trying to get something off of something, and it slipped. So I'm going to kind of make a little tourniquet for my finger. Oh my gosh. I don't have any Band-Aids where I am. Okay. That's good. Okay, so it comes already with our the wood, whitewashed wood panel, right? Okay, so if we flip it over to the back, you'll notice all these little picture doohickeys that keep that in there. Okay, so we're going to turn those all over. Okay. Open it, just kind of tap it out. So then you have a removable panel. Nice, right? But gosh, if I remove it, I need to replace it with something, right? That's where the replacement comes in. So we have refills. Nice. This is your shadow box, the wood grain shadow box refill. Goodness. Or we have the Couture Boutique Shadow Box refill. This is like our chalkboard. So it's that chalkboard finish versus the wood grain. Okay. Another thing I want to show you on the wood grain is you can chalk something or, you know, put cardstock on this side, or you can do it on the wood grain side. So you would just flip it. Okay, stick it back on there. We're just going to close a couple on there, right? And then you have the dark inside. Let's go ahead and, okay, I don't like these kinds of the little staple thingies that stick out. Over time, if you open, close them, they will wear. Ouch. But you shouldn't, ouch, shouldn't have to take that out more than once. If you can chalk on it or paint on it, whatever craft you like to do, you can actually work on this as well. But we're going to take that protective film off. So it's just a protective film. You can throw that out. It's very staticky. And take this one off. There we go. Now you have a nice clear piece of, it's just a bendable, probably a really thin acrylic panel here. Okay, so we'll stuff that back in there. But it is, like I said, chalkable on. Probably you could use wipe erase markers on there as well. Okay, so then you would close it, and then that's your box frame there. All right, so then I want to show you. Undo this. We're going to pop this guy out for a moment, and we're going to open our boutique surface because I want to show you this. If I can get it out. Okay, just don't look at my knuckle. It's all scratched up. All right, if I could get this guy out. All right, so you have your boutique surface, the white chalkboard boutique surface. The other side is black. Oh my gosh. So you could do a black background. Okay. Let's see how this fits in there. Make sure those little doohickey thingies are out of the way. This guy seems a little tight. There we go. All right, and then you would just, we're just going to do a couple. And now you have a shadow box with a black chalkboard. Okay. I actually think I'm going to prefer the boutique finishes because you can erase those. So you wouldn't have to get a ton of the back or, the refills, because you can wash those off. Unless you totally love it, don't want to take it off, then you would get a refill. All right, so let's take that back out. Just pop that guy out. He's a little bit more snug in there. All right, we are going to put this aside. We don't need that panel. We're not going to use that tonight. We're going to use the boutique finish. Okay. And then I'm going to show you the transfer we're going to play with. We are going to play with the winter floral pattern. Isn't that fun? And then I also threw in the transfer to make these snowflakes. Remember, we made these snowflakes a few days back, because there's snowflakes throughout this pattern. So I thought I would just kind of do something really fun by using the background and then putting the snowflakes on top of it. So let's go ahead and pull this out. If you're there, say hello. I think I see, hey, there's Mary. I'm sorry, I didn't see comments till now. Isn't this a fun little thing? All right, so first things first, we have to, I'm not gonna fuzz. We are gonna just open this guy up. Now I am gonna look for a good corner or good section where I have a good mix of snowflakes. And I see 3 big ones here. And then, of course, the little ones are sprinkled throughout, or you have the 3 right here. I think we're going to concentrate in this area. So we're going to take up part of the transfer. And sorry, my finger, in case that's grossing anybody out. I wish I had tape. Oh, I do have our transfer tape. I'm gonna make a bandage real quick. Just so I could keep this on, you guys. Sorry. Okay. Peel that over. Stick this right here. I'm going to kind of come in. You can't tell because it's white on white, but I'm in about 1 inch because I want to make sure that I get all the way to that border. And we're just going to rub that down. Make sure there's no air pockets or anything like that. And then we're going to use those same 3 colors of those snowflakes. So that was Ocean Mist, or this was Wisteria, Marvelous, and Ocean Mist. All right, so let's open all 3. I'm going to do a hot mess. Hot mess. All right, I got a stir stick for each. Stir this around. I'm going to make sure one of my snowflakes is at least pink, almost all pink. And we're just going to kind of bop it around. I have to make sure we use quite a bit. This is a fairly good size space. We're going to grab some wisteria. Okay. Boop. Oh boy, that's a big old chunk. We're going to make sure this guy is almost all purple. That is a big chunk of purple there. Trying to, it is just sliding off. It's a little runny. I don't remember if I added water to this or not. Okay. Put that guy back. And then we're going to get our ocean mist here. Definitely want to make sure this snowflake's mostly blue. Now this guy's not as runny, but we're going to add a little bit water to that. If you add water to your paste, make sure it's like bottled or filtered or distilled water. You don't want to use tap water. Okay. That's going to be a big old blob. There we go. Try not to hit those other colors in case you got to go back for more. Okay. All right, so as I was saying, this is a great surface if you are a paper crafter, because these shadow boxes are a lot of fun. We like to build, if you're a paper crafter, I am, you like to build layers and just have a lot of fun with it, right? All right, I'm gonna try to avoid using fingers, so I'm gonna take my squeegee and I'm just gonna kind of smear it together or kind of mix it together. So we're just gonna kind of go back and forth. This is a wintry scene, a winter floral pattern. You really don't want to make too much of a new color. So I kind of just, you can kind of dab it too. You want to make sure your entire design will be covered, okay? If you need to add, go ahead and add. I'll just scrape it off of there. You could take your fingers and pretend you're finger painting. That works too. Pretty much whatever color went down is where it will stay, but then everything else will kind of be a hot mess or a mix of color. Okay, you'll see once this is all put together, it'll all make sense to you. Okay, once everything's covered, and we're just going to come down and remove excess, okay? Now, because it's a mix, we can't put it back in a jar. So I'm just going to grab a paper towel. We'll offload it in the paper towel. All right, go along those edges. You want to get that excess off. You don't want that sitting behind. All right, I might add, I feel like I got a lot of purple working. So we're just going to dab that on there. Sometimes if you just work it in. Okay, scrape it off. There, I just felt like I had to add some more of that. All right. Put that there. All right, let's see how we did, guys. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Ooh, that is very pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna peel that up. We're gonna get this guy off. I'm trying not to get dirty, but I think I'm gonna have to. All right, let's put this aside for a second and then we'll dry it. Place it somewhere flat. Let's get this out of our way. We'll have to wash that. I'll end up taking that to my sink and throwing it just under the water while it's running. This got dirty. Okay, this is trash. Okay, put that away. Now, oh, that is so pretty. You guys, if you could see this close up, it's so pretty. Let's get it dry. So I'm just using a quick dry tool. It's not as a forceful air, and it's not as hot as your regular like embossing tool. It's just a very light, tepid air that helps dry the paste. It's also good if you're doing a lot of like Mod Podge or applying like cardstock or napkins to items. This is so pretty and so dainty. It looks so dainty to me. I'm glad I added some more of that marvelous. Okay, I believe that is probably done. So let's go ahead and bring our box frames back. All right. Let's see, I'm just gonna see which way it opens. Okay. Now I don't think there's any rhyme or reason as to how I'm gonna put this in. Actually, first let's put it in and then we can put stuff down. Okay, so I think these little doodads are getting in the way here. Or this guy is just cut a little too big. I had it in there. Give me a second here. Let's try turning it. Maybe it just needs to go in a certain way. There we go. Tell if it's these things, and of course this is not helping, right? Not able to. Let's see if this is thin enough to get it in there. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Okay, I don't even need to lock these guys because that is in there nice and snug as a bug. All right, so it's like having like a cardstock background, right? Pretty. So then what I wanted to do is move this, make some room here. Just go ahead and add, I guess it didn't matter that I made my snowflakes the color that I did, but I kind of want to just add those in there. So I thought, of course I will, you know, you can hot glue it down. You could do a little pop-up if you want to do that. We could edge the snowflakes, oh gosh, in some embossing powder or ink. If you have some inks that you play with, you could do that. But then you just close it up. And there's your shadow box. I love it. I think this is so pretty. You could do stuff to the outside. So you could take, you know, if you wanted to, you could take one of these guys, just put him on the edge here. You could actually just tuck it right there. So it's three-dimensional, like multi-dimensional. What do you guys think? Do you like this? I love this. I love this a lot. I think this will be a fun item to change out season after season or month after month. I guess, gosh, we could have a lot of fun with this. So tell me what you guys think in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed today's quick demo and quick look at the shadow box. If you need anything, let me know. There is a QR code that you can scan to put that in your cart. And